Caspa feels like it's on the verge of a big breakout as it was just voted one of the best blockchains, plus the new upgrade just launched. We're going to talk about all of that in this video, but before we get started, welcome back to the channel. My name's Doc. For those that are new here, I'm a resident physician throughout the day, and at night, I take you guys on my crypto investing journey. Guys, we've got a ton to talk about. This is a Caspa video, so we're going to turn the light green. We're going to go ahead and get started. I made my first Caspa video 2 weeks ago, and the Caspa army really showed up. Over 2,000 views. Really appreciate that. Somebody also told me about the book of Caspa and how it's a fantastic book. Well, I bought it. It's going to be here March 5th. I'll let you know how it is after I read it. We're going to talk about that, but this is a Caspa video, and there are some really cool things that are going on. The upgrades going live. Just voted the best blockchain as far as innovation goes. But before we talk about that, let's just build a really quick thesis about Bitcoin, because that's going to set up the rest of our Caspa thesis. So Bitcoin's sitting at 88.5 right now. It had a big jump up over the past few days with some of the announcements that are rumored to happen this Friday at the Crypto Summit. So it's going to be interesting to see, can Bitcoin get back above this bull market support band? And if it does, this is really going to help out Caspa. And guys, by the way, we're going to talk about my Caspa price prediction. So stay to the end of the video for this. A real quick look at the crypto bubbles. This is on the day chart, lots of green. And that's because Bitcoin did jump up to over $90,000 today. And again, there's rumors that a crypto strategic reserve is going to be announced this Friday with some also there's some other rumors that capital gains tax may be erased on Bitcoin as well. So we're looking at the Caspa chart right here. You can see we're floating around 7.5 cents. And this colored line right here, this is the 50-day moving average. So I'm looking at this right now. We're bouncing off it, which is reassuring. I want to see us stay above the 50-day moving average, because that's going to help us build some momentum and shift the momentum to the bulls versus the bears. We do have a little bit of work to do before we get back above the bull market support band. The lower part of the bull market support band is sitting right around 12 cents, with the top of the bull market support band sitting right around 12.5 cents. So I'm going to be looking over the next few days, how can Caspa start to gain momentum? And I think it's going to, honestly, because of announcements like this. So KAS, they just announced their upgrade where we are now doing 10 blocks per second, which is actually kind of wild, right? We were just at 10, or excuse me, we were just at 1. Now we're going to 10. There's rumors that we're eventually going to get to 100, which is bullish to me, right? And just to note, this is not on the main net right now. This is on the test net. This is scheduled to be on the main net in April. So I just want to make sure I'm putting that all on your guys' radar. Guys, this Caspa was just been awarded the best blockchain innovation at the Crypto Expo in Europe. Okay, this to a lot of us is not surprising, right? We know that the tech is really great with Caspa, and they really talk about this proof of work with instant transactions, parallel block processing. And for those who aren't aware, parallel block processing, that's where they take a task, and instead of just doing it linearly, they break it up into a bunch of smaller tasks so those can all be completed at the same time. This leads to faster transactions, lower fees, and the big thing that I think here is unmatched scalability. And I think this is important, right? Because a ton of projects are starting to build on top of KAS. So this alone is really big. It's starting to get the recognition that it deserves. And I think price action is going to start to reflect that, right? If we look right here, we're sitting at a $1.9 billion market cap, right around $2 billion market cap. And I really think we're going to get back above 4 billion in no time, right? Just in December, which was just a month or two ago, we were at over a $4.7 billion market cap, right? That's a 2.5x from here. So that could be a really quick turn up, right? A quick double up of your bag if you have conviction in Caspa. Now, obviously, we need Bitcoin to start turning around, right? If Bitcoin can get back above 100,000, there's no doubt in my mind that we would fly past a $4.5 billion market cap, right? We need Bitcoin to jump up because a rising tide raises all ships. So I'm going to be looking at this. You already know that I feel really great about the circulating supply and total supply. It's almost 100% circulating, which is really, really important to me. Again, we're going to get to my price prediction in just a second. I want to talk about a few more things. I saw this on Reddit and I thought this was, we should talk about this, right? Someone was kind of asking like, hey, what's the ideal entry for KAS? You know, they realize that KAS has a ton of potential, but they're like, hey, well, like, what's a good price for me to buy? And in my opinion, this person hit the nail on the head, right? Do it now, regret it. DCA each week, right? Whatever kind of fits your conditions. And again, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do, but wow, 7.5 cents seems like a very, very attractive price in my opinion, especially when we just said not long ago, this was over 17.5 cents, right? Before that, what is this? July? This was over 20 cents. And to be honest with you, I think the all-time high is still yet to come, right? I think this is easily a $1 or $2 token. Again, we're going to talk about that in just a second. So I thought this was a really interesting chart. It's kind of doing some technical analysis about Caspa, KAS, and you can see that we've had this little bit of a drawdown. And to me, in a lot of ways, this feels like the, keeping the beach ball below the water. And this person saying that Caspa, it's actually performing exactly like it's been predicted, right? The market sentiment has turned over the past couple of weeks, but Caspa is continuing to build, right? They're continuing to work on getting up to 10 blocks per second, right? They're setting the foundation to eventually hit 100 blocks per second. And if that happens, according to this chart, they're saying that Caspa could get over 20 cents back where it was last summer in just a matter of time. I also like this chart too. I know there's a lot going on here. I actually downloaded this to my computer. I was looking at it yesterday, but it's kind of a nice flow sheet that shows all of the things that Caspa is doing, right? It shows all the big exchanges that they're on. It gives you a little bit of history, right? They're the world's first block DAG, fastest open source, decentralized. They also talk about their transactions. I thought this was really interesting. They're talking about the upcoming upgrade to Rust from Golang and how that is going to help us get to performance above 10 blocks per second. So I'm actually going to post this down below because I thought this was an interesting read. And to be honest with you, it's pretty visually appealing. So price is down a little bit. This could be a potentially good time to buy or trade. I'm going to put my BTCC link down below. You can get a 10% bonus on first-time deposits. This is a no KYC, no VPN platform. Guys, they've been around for over a dozen years, 13 years. You can go up to 500x leverage. Wouldn't recommend it. I actually put a 6x leverage play on this yesterday because I do think this is just underpriced. I really, really do. So they are a partner of the channel. If you use the link down below, it does help me out. I'm also going to link my Discord down below. This is a completely free Discord. We have absolutely nothing to sell you. We're building an awesome community. A link is going to be down below in the description. Okay, so we kind of talked about some bullish catalysts for Caspa, what's on the horizon, things that it's doing right now. And we also talked about some price predictions on how we think the next leg up is 20 cents. Well, you guys know that I tell it to you how it is, right? So there's two sides to every coin. And I think it's important to talk about, we just had non-ADP farm rolls, payrolls come in today. And guys, this was way below estimates, right? The forecast was 141,000 jobs. It came back at 77. This is the lowest that it's been since January 22nd, right? So we need the macro conditions to improve such that Bitcoin can improve, and this will help Caspa out in the long run. The other interesting thing is we have a second round of tariffs starting April 2nd. So this could scare the market a little bit. It may also not scare the market though, right? I think a lot of people have kind of already priced in these tariffs. It's not novel anymore. They're used to it. So I'm not super worried about this, but it is on my radar, right? I think we all need to make sure that we're tracking this because ultimately this could spook the markets. In the end, though, I have conviction in Caspa. I think that this is ultimately a couple dollar token. And we're going to talk about that right now. But before we do, this is my website. I'll also link it down below. It's just if you want to get to know me a little bit more. I figured I'd put something like this together. You know, it talks about my education history, how I got into crypto, what I'm doing now, also a little bit of my bio. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. You guys are probably here for my Caspa price prediction. Let's just get right into it. I kind of built 3 different scenarios, right? A bear case, a base case, and a bull case. So my bear case, something that this is like if the market really turned around, it didn't do well, you know, Bitcoin happened to fall, there was panic. I think like 18 cents would kind of be my bear case. And to a lot of people, that might seem kind of high right now, seeing as we're only at 7 cents right now. But I really do think that we will hit our previous all-time high, or at least go up and touch it, right? So that's my bear case. My base case is a lot better, right? My base case is at 50 cents, excuse me. And the reason that I think this is totally doable is, guys, this puts Caspa at a market cap of $15 billion. That might sound like a lot, but projects like Polkadot last year had over a $55 billion market cap. And guys, Caspa, in my opinion, is night and day, right? They offer so much more products. They're so much faster, right? They're proof of work, which is appealing in and of itself, right? Because people want to mine this. So my base case is that we hit 50 cents, which from here, that's roughly a 7x, which to me, sign me up. 7x sounds great. And then let's talk about my bull case. And just my caveat with the bull case here is, the bull case is, you know, everything really aligns, comes together. Bitcoin has this blow off top, you know, in the hundreds, 30s, 40s, 150s, maybe even 180s, right? And if that happens, Bitcoin really has a blow off top. I think that Caspa could be a $3 token. Yes, that would be a $75 billion market cap, which I know is high, right? That's roughly a 35, 36, 37x from here. I know this seems like a stretch, but if Bitcoin starts to rip and gets in the 150s, 160s, 170s, altcoins are absolutely going to fly. Plus, the Bitcoin dominance is going to fly as well. And we'll just look at this chart really quick because I think this paints a nice picture here. If we look at this right here, this just kind of shows that we are setting up some really nice consolidation, right? You can see Bitcoin, it has these big spike ups, it consolidates, big spikes up, it consolidates. I think we're just looking for our next big run up, right? Could that be in the 150s? Do I need to adjust this? Should this go up into the 180s? Time will tell, right? I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, right? I don't have a crystal ball, but I'm excited about Caspa. I'm going to let you guys know too. I'll keep you up to date how I like the Caspa book. I'm excited to read it, and I appreciate all of your guys' suggestions in my last video. I want to know down below, what else should I be looking at for Caspa, right? I just bought this project a couple of weeks ago. I'm a new bag holder. I'd like to think that I'm part of the Caspa army if you'll have me. Let me know down below. I literally read all of the comments. What else should I be researching on Caspa? And let me know, is $3, is that wild, or can it go higher? Again, I read all the comments. If you got any value out of this at all, consider hitting the like button, subscribing, turning on the bell notifications. Guys, it really, really helps. Plus, when you like and comment on these videos, it pushes Caspa content out to other people in the YouTube algorithm. All right, guys, I'll see you on my next video, and I appreciate the support.